Hey, what's up you guys? This is Sentai22 here. How you guys all doing? And today marks the 20th anniversary of the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. It was on August 28th, 1993 that Saban released the series to the world, and it took off by storm, selling out the toys as well as the merchandise, and as well spawning a great franchise, spawning 19 seasons. For those of you who associate Power Rangers, you guys mostly think of this. But as a matter of fact, it has spawned many different Power Rangers, from the technological to the magic to the everything. So there's always a Power Ranger that will please your enjoyment. So let me guys tell you my top 5 Power Ranger seasons of all time. Now before I start, let me just say that Mighty Morphin will not be part of my top 5 Power Ranger seasons, because of course Mighty Morphin will always be the best, and that's why I'm not going to put it in my top 5, because the original is always best. So let's get started now, shall we? Number 5, Power Rangers Lightspeed Rescue. One thing that I did like about Power Rangers Lightspeed Rescue is because it wasn't tied into the original Zordon era. Some people say, the Zordon era ended in space. I don't believe that. It ended in Lost Galaxy because it still had some ties to the original Zordon era, like for example Alpha, and of course Bulk. He was still there in the Terravenger bar, but this was a full Lightspeed Rescue was the first series to not have anything related from the Zordon era. But it was still in the same universe. They still did the team up with Lost Galaxy and Lightspeed Rescue. Also, this was the first series to actually have a government agency designing the weaponry and the Zords and the powers. Whereas you had mystical beings creating these powers, you had people, ordinary people, regular average citizens creating and designing these powers. It's really good show. I mean, it's a really good series. It had great cast of characters. Carter is a really awesome Red Ranger, as well as the villain Diabolical, really great villain. So number 4, Power Rangers Ninja Storm. Now say what you want about first Disney era season, and of course it had a lot of technological problems with the ADR. It was a really great season. Shane, Tori, Dustin, Hunter, Blake, and Cam are really awesome characters. Just like Mighty Morphin, where it just didn't really have that emphasis on dinosaur themes, Power Rangers Ninja Storm did not have any emphasis on the ninja lifestyle. It was mostly extreme BMX biking and surfing and skateboarding, and of course, the characters do say dude a lot, which can get annoying. Dude. But all in all, it's a really great series. I do like the fact that the villains in Power Rangers Ninja Storm are very comedical. I mean, we haven't seen comedic villains since Rita and Zed, and of course Divatox. And I really do hope that in the near future, I hope we get to see comedic villains in future Power Rangers seasons. So, number 3, Power Rangers in Space, or Power Rangers in Space. Yes, I know I'm not really as good as Linkara, but I definitely try. Due to the abysmal failure of Power Rangers Turbo, Power Rangers in Space was going to be the last Power Rangers season of the Power Ranger franchise. But thanks to the great plots and story of Power Rangers in Space, it did convince Fox to renew the contracts for the next season, which was Power Rangers Lost Galaxy. And I'll say it before and I'll say it again, Andros is not a great leader. He's just a guy in a red suit. I felt that TJ had more of a leader role in Power Rangers in Space than he did in Power Rangers Turbo. I mean, he was after all the one that was responsible for defeating the Psycho Rangers, so that was pretty good. I mean, it didn't really matter. I mean, it was a really great Power Ranger season to watch, and I definitely recommend it to any Power Ranger fan out there. So Number 2, Power Rangers Jungle Fury. Now, as bad as a lot of people make it out to be, Power Rangers Jungle Fury is actually a really good season. I mean, it's not the best. I mean, there's some things that I wish they could have fixed, like the whole Jarrett and Daishi, I mean, who is possessing who. But all in all, it is a great story. I really like Casey's determination to be a Tiger Master and try to fight what he believes in. I also liked RJ. He's probably one of my favorite characters in the show. The Wolf Ranger, really awesome, kind of down-to-earth like mentor, which I really liked about it. So, and of course the Zords were pretty awesome too. So, and just like in Power Rangers Lightspeed Rescue, we got to have 3 exclusive American Rangers. Just like in Power Rangers Lightspeed Rescue with the Titanium Ranger, Power Rangers Jungle Fury was the second series to have exclusive Power Rangers that didn't came from the Japanese source material: Elephant, the Bat, and the Shark. So that was very awesome to see that. So it was pretty cool. So, and number 1, Power Rangers Time Force. Now, of course, everybody loves Time Force because of its dark, edgy themes and great cast of characters, and of course the villain, oh my gosh, Ransik, next to Lord Zed, is probably the second greatest villain of all time, and he and Orson Welles did a fantastic job portraying Ransik very, very well. So it's really, really cool. Although the downside I had to say about Power Rangers Time Force is that they didn't really go anywhere else in time. They just went back into the year 2001, and that was about it. They went back to their own time present, which was 3000, and that was it. They didn't went to, like, you know, places like, you know, Greece or ancient Japan or anything like that, because of course they probably would have cost money to do that. In a way, time range wise, they didn't went to anything, you know, they didn't went anywhere to the past neither. So, and that's about it. Those are my top 5 Power Ranger seasons. Now, my top 5 Power Ranger seasons does not reflect like it's the best Power Ranger seasons. I mean, in my opinion, I think all Power Ranger seasons are the best, and I believe that everyone has their own top 5 Power Ranger seasons. So let me ask you guys, what is your top 5 Power Ranger seasons of all time? Please write it in the comment section below. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to my channel as well as my Facebook. And of course, once again, happy birthday to the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers as well as the franchise as a whole. Hope for another 20 years. And of course, go Power Rangers. So this is Sentai 22, and thanks for watching.